Spiritual values. According to the author, spiritual values originate out of the belief in immaterial realities or experiences of the transcendent nature of the world. They enable a person to discover the essence of his being or the deepest values by which people live. They lead to the path of a higher state of awareness, perfection of one's own being, and communion with Allah to develop one's inner life. Spiritual values are one's personal experiences derived out of the sense of eternity that includes metaphysical or supernatural reality for the unending search for an absolute or Allah. There are some principles to which we always want to remain anchored. These principles may have to do with our day-to-day mundane affairs transacted with other people. But these may be matters related to the soul and communion with our Creator, and normally referred to as spiritual values. As a person grows, his surrounding expands and his values develop. He tries to discover the meaning and purpose of life. He becomes curious about the origin of human life and tries to go as close as possible to his Creator. Thus, his spiritual values take shape. Without such values, a person is not in harmony with his inner self, nor can such a person be at ease with nature. Even though we share a system of values in conformity with the society we live in, it is still important to develop one's own sense of spiritual values so that we are in harmony with ourselves and with the desires of our Creator. It may be called as divine consciousness, if that is the right expression of a form of pious self-examination and religious psychology assisted by the study of soul searching. Spiritual values are often experienced as a source of inspiration or orientation in life. In our Islamic society, we develop our spiritual values mainly from our holy book. Al-Quran, the essence of which is the total submission of mankind to Almighty Allah. In Surah Al-Baqarah, it is said, Allah, there is no deity except Him, the ever-living, the sustainer of all existence. A famous quotation on spiritual values. When we talk about values, I think of rationality in solving problems. That's something I value. Fairness, kindness, generosity, tolerance. When they talk about values, they're talking about things like going to church, voting for Bush, being loyal to Jesus, praying. These are not values. From the Al-Quran, and they ask you concerning the Spirit, say, the Spirit is one of the things, the knowledge of which is only with my Lord. And of knowledge, mankind has been given only a little.